Greetings to everyone. I'm here in Virginia working on probate with this iPhone 16 that I found. It was a fluke of nature. And so I'm working on several probate cases. Found an iPhone and feel brand new again. I figured I'm going to start helping people. See, it's the iPhone 16 I found. Excellent. 16 Pro. Might be a Pro Max. I'm not sure. Anyway, so you can file probate yourself and you might be able to get a hearing yourself. I think your better route is to file it yourself and get a lawyer. If you cannot afford a lawyer, ask the court if they can appoint you a lawyer. Most courts have to do that because you're what's called indigent. If the court don't appoint you a lawyer and they don't feel like you're indigent, then go to your family and ask them to pay for a lawyer. Excuse me, my dread is coming out right here. Ask your family to pay for a lawyer. If your family doesn't pay for a lawyer and you're on your own, then you have to go find a pro bono lawyer. For probate, it's difficult. You have to look for somebody that's willing to take on that kind of case. Pro bono is difficult. hmm You might have to go the tax suit route. Let them do a tax suit case and then get a lawyer from that. That's what happened to my grandfather. They sold his properties and did a tax suit case. Excuse me, I'm sizing up on here. So that is another route, which I don't suggest that because then your family's property will get sold before it goes into probate. However, that's what happened to my grandfather. That's how we got a lawyer because the properties went into auction. So once they represent you for that tax suit case, the auction of the property, then they could roll over and represent you for probate. The court, I guess, recommends you a lawyer or whatever. They got lawyers there that work with the tax suit auction cases. So, you can pick up a lawyer like that too. That's about the easiest route for people that's indigent. To get a lawyer for a probate case is go through the tax suit route, but you're gonna lose your property too. So that's why I don't recommend that. I think it's better to find a family member that can hire a lawyer for you. You only need one lawyer for probate. You don't need several lawyers. Each party do not have to have a lawyer. That's absurd. They will try to push you to do shit like that. However, it's just too confusing. You need maybe one or two lawyers for each probate case, and then you just deal with that lawyer yourself, and you pay them. So, like, if your family member hired them, you say, okay, well, you represent me as well, and I'll give you a little piece of my part of the estate. I'll pay you out of my part of the estate. I know my family member hired you or one of the other heirs parties. However, I need you to help me, and I give you a little piece of my part of the estate to pay you. They probably will help you out. They done looked at the case and they know you're gonna get some money. So you just gotta find one person to hire a lawyer if you can't do it yourself. Second route, ask the court to appoint one to you saying you're indigent, which I don't like to approach probate as an indigent person because it just really is inappropriate and probably not true because you've got an inheritance. So how can you be a pauper and have an inheritance? It doesn't look right. Some courts will try to trick you into doing shit like that. I say avoid that pauper's route and just file something that says that you want the filing fees and your fees for the case to be taken out of the estate. Or if there's a tax suit, file out of the tax suit, which is what I'm about to try to file. Something of that nature that's similar to a pauper's oath, however, it's not exactly a pauper's oath. It's just saying, yeah, I don't have the money to pay. However, you can take it from this and that and collect it from so and so and this and that. Give them a few options to collect payment. They can take it from the estate itself. They can take it from a tax suit if the properties are already in auction or been auctioned. Or they could just collect it once the estate is settled. Or they could waive the fees. If you would please waive the fees pending the settlement of this estate, and then collect the fees once the estate has been probated. Ask for the waiver of the fees, which is the same thing as a pauper's oath. It's the same thing. Okay, so I'm gonna cover the side. Sorry. So it doesn't look as bad as y'all think. It looks bad when I do this. I gotta fix it. Sorry. So I have to retwist my hair. Sorry, start looking stupid. I have to retwist it. Dreads are tough, so you have to keep them retwisted, or else they start looking like this. Okay, so that's what I'm telling you. So that's your method. That's your method. If you don't have the money for probate, and hey, you can't file probate unless you have a lawyer. You have the filing fees and all that. Go prepare the petition with a pauper's affidavit. It don't have to be an oath. You can put a pauper's affidavit or an affidavit of inability to pay. Same thing. You don't have to call it a pauper's oath. Affidavit of inability to pay is also that same form. Just look for a form online for your estate. Or you can just draft one yourself. Just put what you need to put in it, sign it. Sometimes they want to notarize, sometimes not. And submit it to the court with your probate petition. All those forms can be found on the internet, most likely, or through LexisNexis, Westlaw, and stuff like that. You can go to the law library and find the stuff, get a little bit of help if you need to, or just draft it yourself. I draft myself because I went to paralegal school, so I know what needs to be in the pleadings. If you're not like me that went to paralegal school or some type of legal drafting classes, then I would go to the law library, look at LexisNexis, Westlaw, and just Google the forms on Google. They might have some prepared forms you can download. All right. Or you can go to the bookstore. The bookstore might have forms books there. You can order them off the internet. They might have forms books you can order off the internet for probate in your state. Make sure it's from your state. And for the estate. So that's just my beginning probate advice. I'm still working the process myself. Been working this probate process for about 10 years. It's a nightmare from hell. However, it must be done for the protection of your family and yourself. It's very important. So don't skip it. Just do it if you need to do it, especially if the person died without a will or their will seems to be a little bit of a problem. Probate. Okay? Be good, y'all. I'll holler at y'all next time. Bye.